Hey guys, happy Tuesday and welcome to the call. Let me just get set up. I want to make sure you can see my vinyl there. We are what we repeatedly do. That's there for a reason, so that you guys can see that every time that we have a call. And that's just a quote that I've lived by, and I didn't even know I was living by it for most of my time as a coach. It just is something that somehow, somewhere was ingrained in me, and I just knew that I had to do these things every day to be successful. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today. But before I jump into some announcements and into the meat of the call, I want to just do quick recognition shout outs for the business week last week. So for the business week of 9/25 through October 1st, and my post is wrong, it says 9/15. It should say 9/25 to October 1st. Let's just talk quick about the top coaches. So top coaches, we just had some people killing it last week. It just blows me away every time. Every time I take these reports, I'm just like, wow, this team is growing so fast. Again, goes into that consistency thing. You know, your team will also grow exponentially over time if you stay consistent with inviting and teaching your team to do the same. So 1,000 clubs. So who hit the 1,000 club? We need to make a new club for like the 2,000 and 3,000 and 4,000 club, right? So Aaron Pitcher was our top coach this week with 5,185 PV points. This is all in 1 week. Brittany Powers, 4,785 PV points. Carly Del Carlo, 3,030 PV points. Alexa Campbell, 1,597 PV points. And Emma Owen, 1,070 points. Awesome job, you guys. That's huge. Huge weeks for a lot of you girls. For the 800 club, Salma Perez, which I've just started seeing her name pop up on reports. I'm not even sure whose team you're on, but I love seeing new names on this list. So Salma Perez hitting 885 PV, Becky Mirando 840 PV, Tabitha Spurlock 817 PV, and then Jen Melberg 809 PV. Awesome job. And for the 500 club, we had quite a few of you qualifying for the 500 club. We had Ann Harris with 795 PV. Ann, you were so close to that 800 PV, girl. We have Nick Mirando at 780 PV. We have Erica Kahn at 758 PV. And my condolences to Erica. Her grandfather just passed away. Christina Fry had 735 PV. Meredith Gersten, 735 PV. Jenny Portis, 735 PV. Daniel Bowling, 705 PV. Nicole Ferry, 690 PV. Nicole Lampert, 682 PV. Ashley Zobrel, 670 PV, I think is what that says. Janet Schlacke, I think is how you pronounce it, 630 PV. Sorry, I totally botched that name. I'm so sorry. Stephanie Cook, 600 PV. Rick Del Carlo, 593 PV. Aaron Watterson, 560 PV. Talia Farmo, 540 PV. Carissa Riley, 540 PV. And Lindsay Gage, 510 PV. Whoa, holy smokes, you guys. That's some crazy numbers. Okay, top recruiters for the week. So you know how I list the top recruiters. So who signed up the most coaches for the week? Most of the time, I'm doing people who, I'm recognizing people who have signed up 2 or more coaches. And remember, the business week goes from Thursday morning all the way to Wednesday night. So if you want to be recognized on this, this is how I recognize, this is how I pull my reports from Thursday morning to Wednesday night. Okay, so you have until tomorrow night to make some things happen to make sure you get on this recognition post. So for top recruiters, we had Carly Del Carlo with 6 new coaches, Brittany Powers with 3 new coaches, Elena Andrews with 2 new coaches, Alexis Doss with 2 new coaches. Welcome back, Alexis. Brittany Beer with 2 new coaches, Carissa Riley with 2 new coaches, Aaron Pitcher, 2 new coaches, Jen Melberg, 2 new coaches, Kirsten Esquivel, 2 new coaches, and Tina Lockenbach, 2 new coaches. Awesome job, you guys. I love seeing all of the new coaches joining our team. It's pretty inspiring. I think we're almost at 1,300 coaches on Team Triceps. Kind of crazy. So coach advancements for the week. And I could be missing some of these. I asked the Diamond coaches, I have a Diamond coach page. I asked them to report in weekly. So I don't know. There's no way for me to get a report. I just have to get it out of them. And they're so busy and they're always doing so much for you guys. So I don't always get them. But if I miss you on the rank advancement, let me know. And I'd be happy to put you on the next week's rank advancement post. So for this week, we had Jean Hershey and Kylene Noose as new Emerald coaches. So congratulations. And we also have a new Star Diamond coach. Jen Melberg is our newest 1-star Diamond coach on the team. I love seeing Star Diamond coaches because when you become a Star Diamond coach, that's when you're really truly becoming a leader and duplicating your efforts. Okay, a diamond coach is the first step of leadership. It's a stepping stone. But once you become a star diamond, you're really truly stepping into that leadership role because you're duplicating what it becomes to be a diamond. You're duplicating what you did to become a diamond. So that's truly a huge step in your business, is to become a star diamond. And I always say diamond is just a stepping stone. Work towards 2-star. As you're working towards diamond, work towards getting your coaches to diamond with you. So 2-star is the big push for a lot of us. And I think that that's really where we need to be with our business is at 2-star diamond. Okay. So with that said, congratulations. All you guys did such an awesome job this week. Okay, a few announcements. So I did a video on the team page a couple days ago about the Platinum Edge Conference in November. It's November 7th through the 9th. And it's just a quick conference that Christine Dwyer puts on for Platinum Presenters. We're all a part of a bigger team called Platinum Presenters. And there's quite a few of us on this team. I think she has close to 100,000 coaches on Platinum Presenters. It's kind of crazy. So she has this event that she puts on every year that's open to 1,000 coaches. And it's truly an amazing event. Chalene Johnson is there. And if you guys follow Chalene Johnson or listen to her podcast, which I'm going to plug in just a second, you know that she is always giving us just some of the best stuff. It's just like stuff that you're just like, what? Like, she's giving us this for free. This is such good stuff. I mean, I know last year when we were at Platinum Edge, all of us were sitting there with minds blown, like taking notes, like just as much as we could. It was just such great information. So get to Platinum Edge. Find out who else is going. Share a room with them. The rooms are not that expensive, especially when you split a room with three other people. That's what we've always done, like split a room. Right? It's kind of fun to do that, and you get to bond. It's just a fun little trip, and the Gaylord Texan where we stay is so much fun. And, you know, not a ton of people from Triceps are going to be there or from Platinum Presenters. It's a much more intimate event, so we'll really get a chance to get to know each other at that event. So I hope that I will see your face there. Let's see. So Chalene's podcast. I was listening to a lot of her podcasts last weekend when I was driving down to Chicago, and I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Her stuff is just so legit, and she's just giving us so much information for free. That's just so great. She has a lot of programs that you can pay for, but if you're strapped financially for cash, or if you're not able to read personal development right now, get on her podcast, download her podcast and listen to them in the car, listen to them when you're running, when you're working out, whatever. Start listening to her podcast because the stuff is just so good and you're not going to regret anything, you know, any of the time spent that you're listening to that stuff. It's really amazing. She just has a new one out about some new stuff with Instagram and some new things. I need to re-listen to it again and this time take notes because I was driving when I was listening to it before, but you know, take notes and implement some of that stuff because it's really great. So if you haven't connected to Chalene's podcast, you need to. She has two. She has one called The Chalene Show, and then she also has one called Build Your Tribe. I'm really addicted to the Build Your Tribe one because it's all about social media and how to grow your presence on social media. So I love it. I love it. And then I also want to share with you guys something that is not always an easy topic for me to share, and not always an easy topic for any of us to share. And it's about money. And I have been asking you guys to share every Thursday for the last couple months about your paychecks and getting comfortable with talking about how much money you're making and what you're doing with that money, and sharing your stories of how that's helping your family be better off, to live a better life. Because ultimately we don't want to brag about the money that we make, but we do want people to know that this opportunity can help us live a better life. It can help us live a more financially free life. It can give us time freedom. It can give us financial freedom. So you sharing that story in a way that's really genuine, sharing your story about your paycheck and getting really comfortable with the fact that you're going to make money in this business by helping people, you're going to be financially rewarded with that, by that, is something that I want you to get comfortable with. And it's something that I have started to get more comfortable with, but it's still out of my comfort zone to share. So I wanted to share with you guys. I'm out of water. So you all know that I hit 10-star quite a while ago. It was like a month ago or something. But when you hit 10-star and when you hold it for a certain amount of weeks in a quarter, Beachbody rewards you greatly with a quarterly bonus. And the quarterly bonus, we just found out what it is, and I'll get it deposited into my checking account on Friday. And it's close to $17,000. And that's life-changing money for a lot of people. I know it is for Adam and I. And it's life-changing for us because we now have the ability to pay off some debt. We're going to get, like, this is so boring, but get new tires and wheels for both vehicles. They can't go through another winter without it. And, you know, that's a pricey thing. You know, so we're going to pay off some debt. We're going to put some money in savings. We're going to get some new tires and wheels. We're going to get new bedding. We haven't had new bedding for like ever. I haven't bought a new comforter since I was in college. So just like little things like that, it's like, okay, we're getting this money and we can splurge a little bit, but we still want to be financially responsible. That's really what I love about Beachbody, is that so many coaches, top coaches that make a lot of money, are very financially responsible with what they're doing. They're paying off mortgages, they're paying off debt, they're paying off student loans. That's what Adam and I are working for. And I share with you my bonus because I want to inspire you, to let you know that through consistency and through hard work and through paying it forward day after day and through sacrifice. I mean, we talked about this last Saturday, and I'll continue to post about sacrificing every Saturday. But through small sacrifices in your life, through giving more to your business and taking a little bit away from your social life or whatever, or your TV watching, you can make a significant difference in your life. You can make a significant difference in the life of somebody else. And for me, sitting here making this difference in our lives, and in particular, it's just more like quality time. Like Adam had a really great job at Caterpillar. He was a manager there in one of their factories, but it was the most stressful job. He would come home and he would drink every night because he was so stressed. He was just a ball of stress. He would take all of his work home. He would have to work 12-hour days and then commute, 1 hour each way. It was just a horrible situation. And I saw him in that position deteriorating. And even though that was his career and that's what he felt like his purpose was, I didn't want that for him. So this financial freedom is more than just financial freedom. It's just a better quality of life for us and for him. So that's part of my why and part of my motivation. So I tell you that not to brag or not to say to uninspire you. This is really to like just inspire you to say that it's possible. I started exactly where you started. I'm going to go through some of these things that I post on the team page: business starter, team builder, team leader. It took me 3 months to become a team builder, to get to Emerald. And honestly, it took me a while to get people on my team to start hitting Success Club. It took me 3 months to get to Emerald. It took me 5 months to get to Diamond. And then it took me 1.5 years to get to Star Diamond. So probably even longer than 1.5 years. But it took me a long time to move my business forward. I tell you that because you have to stay patient. Just like Janelle said yesterday on the National Coach Call, and that call was like amazing, by the way. If you haven't listened to it, you need to. She talked about the fact that you cannot just give this business 2 months, 3 months and say, this isn't working, I quit. If I would have done that, I would have been who knows where, still at State Farm. Adam would have still been stressed out working at Caterpillar. I just can't even imagine that life right now. I feel so connected to what I'm doing and the purpose that I have now. And it's because I didn't give up. So the whole theme at Summit was never give up. So I want you to remember that there are going to be hard times, but never give up. You will be where I am. You will be where I am in 3 years if you stay consistent and if you continue to help people. You have to have goals, though. You have to say, okay, I'm going to be where she is, but I need to always be reaching out to new people. I need to always be hitting Success Club. I need to always be adding new coaches to my team. You need to strive for goals. You can't just say, oh, I'm consistent with my message. You actually have to have results and action that go along with it. Okay, so stay consistent, and it does truly, truly pay off, I promise. Okay, so let's get into some of this. So as a business starter, so we have 3 different things that we're going to discuss today. We're going to discuss a business starter, a team builder, and a team leader. And what I want you to take away from this is that this all doesn't have to be rank driven. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you have to get to Emerald, you have to get to Diamond, you have to get to Star Diamond. It can be more along these lines. If these resonate more with you, I want you to focus on these versus rank. And you can take this away as a leader. You can take some of this away, and you can say, you can start helping your coaches build goals around some of these different categories. So a business starter, that's a new coach, someone who's just starting out, or maybe it's a coach who's always been a discount coach, or someone who fell off and hasn't been coaching for a while but wants to get back in it. You can become a business starter. How do you do that? You earn $100 of commission each month, and you are hitting Success Club 5 each month. So that means that if you hit Success Club 5, you are definitely going to hit $100 commission. So, but if you hit $100 commission, that doesn't mean that you're automatically hitting Success Club 5. So I would say, to be a business starter, you should just say, I'm going to commit to Success Club 5. If you commit to Success Club 5, you're going to make $100 in commission that month, which then in turn pays for your Shakeology that month. It almost pays off your investment if you're a brand new coach. That's a really great goal for us as leaders to tell our new coaches to work towards, to inspire our new coaches to work towards, to say, hey, if you get Success Club 5, which we're always telling our coaches about anyways, you're going to be a business starter, and you are going to make $100 of commission at least in your first month. Okay, so that's a really good goal to get to. What's the next one? Team builder. So team builder is kind of taking it a step up. So a team builder is earning $250 in commission for the month, earning Success Club 5, and then having 2 coaches on your team that are at least earning 1 Success Club point. So that means that they are at least selling a challenge pack or a Shakeology Home Direct. So you want to have 2 coaches on your team earning at least 1 Success Club point. And then lastly, you want to have 200 team volume points on your weak leg. Okay, so I know that may be out in outer space for some of you, what that means. Team volume, weak leg, what does that all mean? I want you to go back to your Rock the Basics. If you're in my Rock the Basics, I talk about team cycle bonuses. You can go back to that video. I don't know about some of the other leaders on the team if they talk about team cycle bonus. But if they don't, you can go to Google and type in team cycle bonus, and you can be resourceful and you can figure out what that means. So I want you to write down 200 team volume points on your weak leg. Okay, so you may need help figuring out what is your weak leg. Which leg is your weak leg? If you can't figure that out based on videos or you searching the FAQs or being resourceful and figuring out yourself, talk to your upline diamond. They can help you figure out which one is your weak leg. But your goal is to get 200 team volume points on your weak leg for the entire month. Okay, so that's totally doable. If you have personally sponsored coaches hitting Success Club, or I'm sorry, getting at least 1 Success Club point a month, you should be getting to that 200 mark or close to it. Okay, so that's your goal. So I want you to work on, if you've already hit the business starter category, and you're sitting here and I'm talking about team builder, and you're like, okay, I know that I did the first 2, but I'm not sure that I have 2 personally sponsored coaches at least getting 1 Success Club point, and I'm not sure I have 200 team volume on my weak leg. I want you to sit down. I want you to make those goals for October. That's your goal for October, is to hit those goals, is to be a team builder, okay? If you don't hit it in October, then you move on and you say, I'm going to make this happen in November. So I want you to keep working at the team builder status until you hit it. Once you hit it, then we're going to move on to what's called the team leader. Okay, so team leader, we just kind of take it up a little bit, a little notch here. We're going to say that you're going to be earning $1,000 in commission for the month. Now, you may be asking, how do we bump up that commission? That comes from what we call team cycle bonuses and retail commission. So by the time you're working towards team leader, number one, you're going to be having a lot of Shakeology residuals coming through. So old customers that have been in your challenge groups before, those residuals are coming through. You're getting that Shakeology commission on that. You're also every month continuing to hit Success Club 5. So as a team leader, you also need to check off the Success Club 5 check, right? And then you're also getting team cycle bonuses. That's going to help you get to that $1,000 of commission for the month. Now, as a team leader, you want to be having four personally sponsored coaches getting at least one Success Club point. So you're working with 4 of your personally sponsored coaches to start to sell and help other people and run their own challenge group. So the goal isn't to get them to Success Club 5. It totally is. Like, we want them to get to Success Club 5. However, we're just saying to be a team leader, you're at least getting them earning Success Club points. At the very least, that's what you're doing. For my leaders on the Diamond page, we're always talking about helping your team get to Success Club. How do we help our team get to Success Club, right? That's how we duplicate ourselves, is teaching our coaches how to also earn Success Club themselves. Okay, and then the last thing on the team leaderboard, on the team leader list of requirements, is to have 5,000 team volume points on your weak leg. Okay, so that's a big one. That's a big step up from 200 team volume points on your weak leg. So you may be working towards that team leader status for quite a while. You may be working towards that for a while. Now, the 5,000 team volume on your weak leg, that is for the month. That's not for the week. That's for the month. So that turns out to be around 1,200 team volume on your weak leg every single week at cycle time. Now, if you're doing that, I'm just going to put some numbers to this as a team leader. When you're hitting 1,200 team volume points per week on your weak leg, okay, that turns out to about, $168 at the minimum per week that you're earning in team cycle bonuses. So when you times that by 4, you're earning $672 on team cycle bonuses for the month. That's where that $1,000 commission is coming in, because you're earning team cycle bonuses. Okay, so I know that a lot of this may be over your head. Maybe your things are starting to click. I want you to watch this video again, because I want you to have moments of aha. Okay, but remember, you're going to work on each of these categories. If these categories resonate with you, and these are like goals that you want to hit, which I suggest that you work towards, stick with one of the categories until you hit it. So stick with team builder until you make that happen. Once you make team builder happen, I want you to move on to that team leader. I want you to become a team leader by hitting all of those goals. Now, I posted those pictures in Team Tricep, so I want you to save those pictures. I want you to share them with your team, especially the business starter one. And I want you to, use those and go to those and I want you to use them to set your goals for the month. So set your goals for October high and say, I want to be a team builder, a team leader. Or if you're a brand new coach, you want to be a business starter. Of course you want to be a business starter. You want to make back your investment. You want to share what you're learning with people. You want to pay it forward. Okay? So as you can see, the common denominator in all of these is Success Club 5. And the common denominator in my success is Success Club 5. Okay, so I've hit Success Club 5 consistently for 32 months. Think about how many Shakeology customers I've gotten over the years. Think about how many new customers I've added to my business. Think about how many coaches I've added to my business because I've been so consistent. When you're really consistent with hitting Success Club 5 or Success Club 10 or Success Club 20, wherever you're at, whatever you make the goal for yourself to hit, that is going to compound over time. It's just like the compound effect. And if you haven't read The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, you should. It's so good. He talks about what would happen if you took a penny on day 1 and it compounded meaning 2 pennies the next day, 4 pennies the next day, 8 pennies the next day, 16 pennies the next day. What happens if it compounds over 30 days? It turns into like some crazy number of like millions of dollars. Okay, that's what we're doing with this business. Don't ever think that you're going to get quick success. That's not what this business is about. You're not going to get quick success. I guess 3 years is quick in the grand scheme of things, right? But my work isn't so far from done. Okay, I still continue to get Success Club. I still continue to run challenge groups. I'm still learning. I'm still building my team. I'm still in the weeds every single day. I'm inviting. Every single day I'm adding people to my network. Every single day I'm connecting with new people. I'm having new conversations. Every single day I'm inspiring and motivating my coaches with one-on-one calls. Okay, that's just what we do, and I love it. So I want you guys to know that I'm here with you. I'm doing the same things you're doing. The only difference between you and me is time. And Janelle said that on the call. And I actually had a quote on my board at one point that said the only thing that separates me and Christine Dwyer is time. So I want you to think about that for yourself, separating you from me. It's just time. So give it time. Do not quit. Do not give up. Know that it is working and know that your consistency is paying off. So I hope you guys have an awesome week. Thank you so much for being on the call. I always enjoy reaching out and hearing what you guys think about the call. If you ever have any suggestions for calls, please let me know. Shoot me a note or post on Team Triceps and tag me. Let me know. I want to know what you guys think, and I want to know what you guys want. So I hope you have an awesome evening and push for your goals for end of business week tomorrow. We wrap up the business week tomorrow. So I hope to see you guys pushing hard for goals by then. So we'll see you in a week on the next team call. Bye, guys. Have a good night.